New York City, a skyline recognized across the planet. But before the steel, before the glass, before the lights, this was a land of forests, rivers, and dreams not yet built. Long before skyscrapers pierced the clouds, the Lenape Native Americans lived here, building with nature, not against it. In 1624, the Dutch arrive, and New Amsterdam is born. Stone walls dot brick homes. Architecture now meant power and permanence. By the late 1700s, New York faces a problem that will define its future. There's no more room. So instead of spreading outward, New York begins to think upward. The solution arrived in iron. The 1850s ushered in cast iron architecture, allowing for larger windows and stronger facades. But the true revolution came in 1854. Elisha Otis demonstrated his safety elevator, shattering the psychological barrier to height. The term skyscraper entered the lexicon, powered by the hidden steel skeleton that carried the building's weight, allowing walls to be mere curtains. As the 19th century closed, New York became a city of stark contrasts. Millions of immigrants poured through Ellis Island, packed into crowded tenements. A few miles north, titans of industry built opulent mansions along Fifth Avenue. The city's architecture reflected this divide: utilitarian tenements for the workforce and European-inspired palaces for the powerful, telling a story of class and ambition. Then came the Roaring '20s and a new obsession: the race to the clouds. Architects embraced Art Deco, creating dazzling monuments to commerce. The Chrysler Building briefly held the title of world's tallest, its spire a glistening crown, only to be surpassed by the sheer audacity of the Empire State Building. Built in just over a year, it was a symbol of American prowess even as the Great Depression loomed. These weren't just buildings, they were declarations cementing New York's identity as a city that reaches, forever aspiring to touch the sky. The 1800s change everything. Steel, elevators, electricity. Suddenly, the sky is no longer the limit. The city was a pressure cooker of innovation and capital. The Bessemer process unlocked the mass production of steel, creating a skeletal framework that could bear immense weight. Elisha Otis's safety elevator transformed height from a daunting climb into a simple ride, turning upper floors into premium real estate. In 1902, New York gets its first true skyscraper, the Flatiron Building. Strange, bold, and missable, wedged onto a triangular plot. It defied the city's rigid grid. It wasn't the tallest, but it was a statement. It proved that architecture could be sculpture, a landmark that reshaped the flow of the city around it. The Flatiron wasn't just a building, it was a declaration of ingenuity. Then came the race. Who could build the tallest building on Earth? The Roaring '20s fueled a frenzied battle fought not with armies, but with architects and rivets. It was a contest of titans. Walter Chrysler versus the financiers of the Bank of Manhattan. 40 Wall Street surged skyward, its crown briefly touching the apex of the world. But in a masterful stroke of clandestine engineering, the Chrysler Building's architects secretly hoisted a 185-foot spire through the building's dome, snatching the title and giving the city its glittering Art Deco jewel. Art Deco ruled the skyline: luxury, speed, optimism. But the ultimate symbol was yet to come. Built during the Great Depression, the Empire State rose in just 410 days, an impossible feat of logistics and labor, employing over 3,400 workers a day, many of them the famed skywalkers, balancing on beams 1,000 feet up. Their bravery building a beacon of hope in a time of despair. New York wasn't just building buildings, it was building confidence. Architecture became ambition made visible. These structures weren't just places to work, they were the new monuments of a modern empire. Legends written in steel and stone, defining the city's very identity for the century to come. After World War II, ornament fades. A new philosophy takes hold: the international style. Clean lines replace decoration. Function becomes beauty. This was an architecture of logic and order for a world recovering from chaos. Mies van der Rohe's 1958 Seagram building became its high priest, Clad in bronze, it stood back from the street, creating a public plaza radical idea. Its perfectionism was absolute, its form pure. Glass boxes dominate the skyline. Cold to some, timeless to others, they were the new headquarters of a globalized world, reflecting the sky and the city around them in their stoic, impassive facades. But New York isn't only offices. The city's soul demanded spaces for creativity and congregation. Here, architecture becomes art itself. Frank Lloyd Wright's Guggenheim Museum broke free from the city's grid, entirely a swirling, organic ribbon of concrete, a building that challenges how we move, feel, and imagine. Across town, Lincoln Center created a unified campus for the performing arts, its grand plazas and soaring halls turning a night at the opera or ballet into a monumental civic experience. These weren't just buildings, they were cultural anchors. Then came September 11, 2001. The skyline was forever changed. The attack left not just a physical void, but a wound in the city's heart. For years, the absence of the towers was as powerful as their presence once was. Rising from loss came One World Trade Center, a symbol of resilience, memory, and hope. Its form echoes the memorials below, its spire reaching a deliberate 1,776 feet. It doesn't replace what was lost, but stands as a testament to the city's unbreakable spirit. Today, New York looks forward. The skyline is being reshaped again, this time by super slender pencil towers reaching unprecedented heights for a handful of residents. And in massive new districts like Hudson Yards, architecture is shaped by climate, technology, and humanity. Interactive structures like the vessel invite public participation, while sustainable towers integrate green spaces and energy-efficient designs. New York City is not frozen in time. From the first Dutch houses to the glass towers of tomorrow, its architecture tells the story of a city in constant motion. It's a living skyline, rewriting its story with every generation. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos.